So, I'm hearing certain voices right now, and I'm trying to think where they came from, because the funny thing is, well, it's not really funny, it's more sad, but I heard them when I went on vacation in Mexico. I was in Mexico City, I went to Cancun, and I heard these voices. Just really condemning voices, sort of like almost jealous of me kind of voices. And it's kind of like you know when like a girl or a guy is jealous of another person, and then they're just like, oh, you're ugly, oh, you're stupid, or something like that. It's kind of funny because I don't know where these voices are coming from, but I have certain hypotheses, and it doesn't really match up with what they're saying, in the sense that they think they're all that, these voices, but their sources, or what I hypothesize is their source, or are their sources, is quite unintelligent and sort of just subpar, very subpar in terms of intelligence. The thing is, I have neighbors who are not very smart, and I mean, I'm not that smart either, but it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's indescribable, but they're not really the brightest bulbs in the box. You know what I mean? And it's kind of funny because one of my friends, she said maybe I got hacked by one of my neighbors, but I highly, highly doubt that this person actually knows how to hack computers, let alone use computers, because I have had conversations with them, and they're quite dull. Yeah, and I know you're not supposed to be talking bad about other people, but it's really, really annoying when you think the voices are coming from a certain source, and that source is like, I don't want to say inferior to you, but just kind of like, it's that song by Mariah Carey, Obsessed, why are you so obsessed with me? That song keeps playing in my head whenever these voices are, tormenting me. It's so annoying because it's like, if it is coming from a human source, it's very unnerving that I can still hear them in like Mexico, or when I go to the Philippines, I could hear them. Seattle, anywhere. I live in Vancouver, Canada, but when I travel, I still hear these same voices, and I don't know where they're coming from. And it's really, really unnerving to hear these voices everywhere I go, because if they are coming from a human source, then that's kind of really, really creepy that they would follow me, like metaphorically, all around the world. It's super, super creepy. And if they are coming from a human source, I don't know which human source it is. I have my hypotheses, of course. I have one hypothesis, is that they are my former neighbors. These neighbors, they always smoked marijuana, and I don't know, I just call them the neighbors who smoke marijuana. But their house got torn down, or they got evicted, or something along those lines, because their house got torn down, and now they're building a new house, so those neighbors are pretty much gone. So, but if I can still hear them, but I can still hear their thoughts, so I don't know about that. My other hypothesis is that it is the neighbors on the other side who are still there. They don't own the house, they just rent. They just rent. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we own our house. So my family owns our house, but the neighbors, it's a duplex. So our half of the duplex, we own it, and the other half, they rent it. There's two families, one in the back and one in the front, and they're both renters. The person who actually owns that half of the duplex is friends with my family, but the ones who rent, I think my mom has exchanged some words, not bad words, like they have talked with the dad of that family, but the mom doesn't really say much from that family. Yeah, I don't know. But the point is, I have this hypothesis that my neighbor's boyfriend and her sister or something are kind of like communicating with me telepathically. And I don't really know if that's true, but if it is, that's kind of creepy and unnerving, again, that I can hear them all around the world. Like, wherever I go, I can hear them. And it's really, really, really scary, because it's like someone is following you. How would you feel? How would you feel if someone was, like, following you? Not necessarily, like, voices-wise. Let's say someone is following you, just following you in general. It's really creepy. And that brings me to my next hypothesis. There was this one teacher that I was quite obsessed with. I don't know why. Probably because she reminds me, or reminded me, of my friend who passed away a while ago. And they're very similar in terms of their personality. So, you know, when it's the 5 stages of grief. One of the 5 stages of grief is bargaining. Bargaining. So that's kind of like when you replace something with another thing. So I kind of like replaced my friend's memory with that teacher, and then I became obsessed. And I like stalked their Facebook, and I even confronted this teacher like 3 or 4 years after I graduated, on the insistence of some of my friends, which was a bad idea. But anyway, so these voices one time pretended to be this teacher, or were this teacher, or just it sounded like my teacher. And it was really realistic, if that is the word that I'm looking for. But anyway, so I really don't know why these voices are following me all around the world, and I don't know where they're... Oh, and then there's another... I forgot about another hypothesis. I have a hypothesis that it's one of my friends' families. Why, I don't know. Maybe because one time the voices did sound like that friend of mine. And when I like brought this up, when I outed myself as a schizophrenic to my friend, she suggested to go to a I don't know, like a psychic. She was suggested to go to a psychic, and the psychic, I don't know, we exchanged our numbers and we talked, but I never got to see her. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, is this friend messing with me? You know, is she the source of the voices, and she's just telling me that the psychic can help me, when really the psychic is like someone she knows. Yeah, I really don't know where these voices are coming from and why they are so obsessed with me, you know. It's like, if it is coming from a human source, then it's kind of creepy that they're like reading my mind, talking to me, following me. It's really creepy. And as far as I'm concerned, what I was doing in terms of the teacher thing, like looking at their Facebook or looking at someone's Twitter or anything like that, that's much, much less creepy than someone reading your thoughts and not implanting, but just imparting their own stupidity, so that it's like my voices are stupid. That's the bottom line here. The voices that I hear are stupid. It's like they can't even pronounce certain words, and like they are actually so extremely stupid. It's really, really sad. Right now they're getting really angry because I'm telling the truth. Like, I'm hearing these voices right now as I speak right now. They are getting angry. They're getting angry because I'm telling the truth about their stupidity. It's quiet. And it's not only are they stupid, they're also cowards. Like, they keep changing, like, who they are. Like, they keep telling me, oh, I'm this person. And then the next day they're like, nope, I'm this person. And then it's kind of like, who are you anyway? And why are you following me all around the world? It's kind of creepy. really creepy. They're coming from a human source. Like, it's, if you think about it, if these voices are coming from a human source, then that's extremely just unnerving and creepy and weird, because, like, I never asked to hear voices. I never asked to, like, maybe if this is telepathy. I never wanted to be, well, I did when I was younger. I thought reading minds would be cool, but is this really reading minds? It's not really like that. It's more like hearing really condemning and rude people's voices wherever you go. Like, when I went, sometimes I don't hear them, but most of the time I do hear them, and it's really, really frustrating, and so many things have gone wrong due to these voices. Like, when I'm trying to study, for example, when I'm trying to study my textbook or anything like that, they start talking super, super loud, and it's really, really frustrating because you're trying to focus on what you're reading, and, you know, so you can do well on the exam. And another thing, one time I had an exam, and they were literally talking the whole time I was doing my exam. They're like, we don't care about your midterm, we don't care about your midterm, we don't care about your midterm, that kind of thing. And I got like a 58%, and then the next time I did this for another midterm from the same class, I didn't hear them because I was in a more private space, if you will, and I got an A. So it's really, really annoying. I'm surprised I haven't failed any classes because of these voices. Oh, yeah, my grades were pretty good this semester, but it was luck because the curve worked in my favor because the average is really low. Anyway, so see, right now I have one of my friends on my friends list in the chat bar because Facebook is open right now, and I kind of think that it's her, but is it really her though? Are they coming from a human source? If they are coming from a human source, then which human source is it? Like, have 4 hypotheses. Like, 1, it's coming from my friend's family, my friend and her family. 2, it's my neighbor, one of my neighbors, like the ones who rent the place. And then another one is it's my teacher. And the 4th hypothesis is it's those people who used to live next to me and smoke marijuana all the time. Yeah, so I don't know where it's coming from. It's super creepy. And how long is this video right now? It's really, really creepy. Yeah. So, I don't know what else to say here, but the point is, if I'm gonna hear voices from somebody, why is it people who are, I don't want to say inferior, but kind of like, why are my voices so stupid? Like, that's what the bottom line is. Why are they so stupid? I don't understand how. Because, okay, I'm not that smart, but I don't think I'm as stupid as these voices are. You know what I mean? And my psych nurse, he told me, you know, the voices are just your own thoughts. They're just distorted and sound different because of a chemical imbalance. But, these voices are so dumb, and it's kind of like, how can that be my own? Like, I cannot believe, if my psych nurse is correct and these voices are, you know, my own thoughts but just distorted because of a chemical imbalance, then I would be shocked, because the things they say are quite stupid. And it's kind of like, if they're my own thoughts, am I really that stupid? Like, no, I don't like that explanation, because, like I said, the voices are really dumb. So I prefer my own hypotheses, that they're coming from a human source. The only problem is, which human source are the voices coming from? You know? And it's so, I don't know where they're coming from. And it's kind of funny how the voices sometimes, they say, oh, I'm really gullible or I'm stupid, but no, that's not it. You're just a coward. You're a real coward for not telling me who you are. Me not knowing who you are does not make me stupid. It makes you a coward. So, who knows, maybe they're watching this video right now, or, you know, I'm about to upload it, but they're gonna watch this video. Really. Voices, if you are watching this video, you are a fucking coward. Okay? Yeah. Well, that's all for now. I don't know.